Hi guys. Okay, we are doing number 2 Irene's finds from Japan today, and I think on the weekend we shared all the ceramics, and thank you so much for your feedback and your words, and it was so cool. People also sent me their special things, like photos of the special things that they had found on their trips, so that was super cool. So today what I'm sharing, and this is actually a little share that you guys can have a part of, are my sashes. And I think if you've been noticing, I've been wearing this one a lot, and these come in such handy dandy for when you have your dresses on. Handy dandy. Too big dress, like if your dresses are kind of flowy and big, tie this around and it gives it such a really nice and elegant little look, and it kind of cinches the waist up.
Could it be functional luxury?
It's functional luxury, right? And then, or else if you have like a, like a monochrome, all black on black outfit, you could break this up. It could become a belt. They're really easy to use, and they're super long, so you could use them whichever way you want. So this one is cool, which is the navy blue and the khaki stripes. And this one has a beautiful navy blue and natural color on the back. So I've been wearing it like this, so it's kind of reversible, I guess, in a weird way. So what I do is just, I doubled it up and I just pull real tight, so then you got a little waist going, and then just kind of tie it. I know this is like probably not the right, and I know it's not the way that these are men's belts, and they tie it around their kind of casual yukatas is what they call them, and they tie them really beautifully. But for me, I just love the idea of it, and I love that we get to.
Oh, so it's probably like a Western bow tie where there's a specific way that it's tied.
Yeah, there's a specific way you tie it, but this is my way.
This is
and
jazz. This is
you know what? And I feel like this is a thing. This is what Matt just said, functional luxury. Functional luxury, and I think it's such a luxury. Like, luxury is not about buying, for me, stuff with logos on them and they're super expensive. And luxury for me is taking something so beautiful and then actually wearing them every day. And that for me is luxury. And I think that's what we try to do here is with our bags. We try to make it so they're like just wonderful bags, and they're, and that you can enjoy and use every day. And so this is just a wonderful, beautiful thing. But then these are probably kept in the closet and then you bring them out for special occasions. But why not use them? Life is short, they're beautiful, and you could really like just pop an outfit with it. And I do understand, like, this is not what they, what culturally you wear every day, but then how great is it that you get to use it and then not be in a box all day? So there's the blue, beautiful. I think I'm calling it sort of the bandana pattern. I love this one. And then I found it in this beautiful chocolate brown, which I love. And I have all 3 of these. This is wonderful when you're wearing khakis. And again, and you have a beautiful white shirt dress on. You just tie it around, and kind of works. You could tie it once, you could tie it twice, and all I do is just kind of knot it like this, and it stays. You can double knot it, or you could just knot it once, and then it's great. It just cinches us up. It just takes a big shirt that you have. A great thing is, like, if your husband has shirts that he kind of not into anymore, you could take them. If he has white shirts, take them, be oversized, put it on over a pair of jeans, take one of these and sash it up. Look, sash it up. We're doing a new thing. Sash it up. So
sounds kind of like sass it up.
Sass it and sash it up. So these are just really beautiful. We found them, and I was just like, what do I do with these? They're so gorgeous.
Let's do it close up.
And I have, like, seriously I've been wearing these every single day. It's just nice. Like, take a pair of khakis, I've been wearing that, or even with a pair of jeans, and I just tie it up, sash it up, right?
Yep.
I love it. And I love how they're not, sized, and you can wear them around your waist. You can wear them with the dress. And it's just like, if you have florals on, you can take this one around. I love wearing bandanas with patterns. So if you have gingham or whatever it is that you love, I love breaking it up with bandanas. And then I'm going to wear this with like an all olive outfit, and I think that would be really beautiful. So these are just really exquisite, and they're really beautiful. And I just find that what a beautiful way to, utilize something that, utilize something that's so beautiful, but like carry it onto your everyday. And I think that's what functional luxury is to me, right, Matt?
Yep.
And I really believe in it. So there's not that many of these because we couldn't really carry that many back. They're kind of heavy.
Hand carried.
So I hand carried these back because I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with these. And I know this is something that everyone could use. So they are going to be under Irene's Finds, and it'll just be Irene's Finds sash belts is what we're calling them. So if you can't find them, just search under that. They're also going to be, when you go to the website, under the trending section under Irene's finds, and I think it's just going to be wonderful. There's going to be 3 of these, and you can choose one. So I would grab them because, again, we don't have that many of them. I can only bring back a certain few, but I just thought maybe somebody will love these. All right, and that's it, right?
Yep.
What else is going on? Not much. Today is just kind of a weird day.
Lucky we dodged that crazy storm.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I hope everybody
Although it
in
is
LA
raining,
dodged,
which is weird.
you know, I think it didn't hit really hard, but I think there's certain areas in Southern California that got really pummeled.
Plus that earthquake.
Plus the earthquake. I'm like, what is going on? Can we catch a little break here? It's just terrible. But anyways, I think it's just oddly muggy and weird. Tropical. So that's what's going on today. I think tomorrow we'll have a longer form because we got pickups and it's just Monday's always nuts. But let's chat tomorrow. There's so much to chat about. But I think, thank you so much for just sharing. I think what was cool, Matt.
Oh, we should talk about that Stephanie Rule interview.
Which one?
The professor.
Oh, the professor. Yes. We'll talk about that. It's about, there's many topics, but I think which one is the most striking for you with that, as a professor with NYU and Stephanie Rule? They're all good, right?
It's not about,
just
from
a philosophy, your outlook.
20s, like you gotta, it's tough, and if you aspire to a certain thing, you gotta work.
Yes, and you have to work through the failures.
You
And
may be unbalanced for a while, but then later you get to achieve the balance.
yes, and then also today I was listening to a podcast with Rich Roll, and he had, I don't know if there's this movie that came out and it got a lot of Academy Award nominations, and it was basically the rights to this woman who bought the rights to the All Quiet on the Western Front, and then they did it in German.
Oh, it's amazing. Have you watched it?
No, but I want to watch it
great.
so badly. But did you?
Rich was talking about that.
Well, did you know the woman? I mean, the story is insane. So she bought the rights to it, and she never had the money or the funding to make a movie out of it.
Did you read it in high school? It was like, yeah, okay.
And so, but I didn't know it was in German. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So she is Scottish, and she is, first of all, she's a triathlete. Okay, so she's this incredible world. I think she's won.
Oh, that woman.
Yes.
She was doing that
Yes.
movie. What?
So it's this
She was the one
insane
you
story.
said grew up playing rugby with her brother.
Yes.
Wow.
So she's Scottish, and she's this world elite endurance runner, triathlete, just incredible athlete, and that's her thing, right? And just her stories are insane. So then she went to school and did her, I think, master's, and I can't remember if it was her master's or graduate degree in theater. So then she came across the rights to this, but then she couldn't make it. So every year she had to pay $10,000. It would fluctuate, $10,000 to $20,000 a year to just keep the rights to this. Mind you, she had no money really. So she was running these races in order to pay for this, the rights to this every year. And it was just the coupling of just doing that, first of all, is insane. But then the things that she had to run into while she's doing these races, there was one race where it was this is her last, her last chance to hold on to these rights. So if she didn't win this race, she would have to give it up. And so what happened, she fell and she broke her shoulder during this race, okay? And then she thought, okay, this is all over. And then, Matt, I am not joking. She's like, no, I cannot, it's this mental thing where it's I cannot get this far and just get this far,
She
right?
did not accept that would be the answer.
She's like, I'm doing this. So then she gets up. She knew her shoulder was screwed up, but she didn't know it was broken. Then in a triathlon, you have to swim merge.
Yeah.
How do you swim with one
She's
shoulder?
one-arm swimming.
She one arm swim. And I guess there was this exercise she was running
She
along.
did a lot of kicking.
Yes, and so there's one particular swimming exercise where you do one arm swims.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, I've done this before,
Yeah, I guess
just
you
not
could-
in
I guess
the
you could
open
do, I guess
water.
you could do breaststroke, whip kick, and yeah, it's still not
Okay,
easy. That.
and Rich Roll, who was a real swimmer, he's
impressed
like,
by
this
that.
isn't
Yeah.
impossible.
It's
Okay,
crazy.
and then she's in open water.
Yeah.
And it's not like I just want a one arm swim to finish the
No,
race.
there's waves.
One arm swim to win this race, so I could keep the
to
rights
win,
this.
I guess.
She has to win because she
Yeah.
needed the money.
Yeah.
And then she had to one arm run, okay, which is easier, but you're still you need this to do your strides.
One-arm
you need
bike.
one arm bike. The one arm biking she said she could do because she was kind of leaning on one shoulder. Needless to say, this woman is insane. Then she had Lyme's disease. Then she had mold in her house, and then she has come up to every resistance known to mankind. Net, long story short, it's just this incredible story of persistence, grit. She's like next level. I don't need, like, not normal,
Wow.
honestly. And so, meanwhile, she's still racing and doing this movie merge.
She
And
finally got it produced.
She finally got it made, and then it just became this world,
It's very, very good.
Academy Awards,
Yeah.
and just all this stuff. And she had to unfortunately, she had to give up her rights to be like a producer to get on stage and acknowledged to be part of this movie, because it was just part of the
It's a pecking
negotiation.
order. Okay.
Yeah, and like she had to give that up because it was just this whole entire crazy story. But net, she got this made beautifully, and then she's still racing that.
Wow.
I don't even know.
So she won that one with the broken shoulder.
Yes. With a broken shoulder, one arm swimming
That's amazing.
in a triathlon, okay? It's absolutely insane. And all these other races she's run where she has fallen or like she thought she was going to lose, and it was the same kind of just like, I'm doing this.
Mine never mind.
Yeah, but also she's just this tremendous athlete. So I don't think most normal people could one arm swim and still win the triathlon, right?
Yeah, you can be an amazing athlete and not have the grit to persist with a broken shoulder. You know?
Yeah, because most people would be like, I can't, I'm done, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I think it was also because she knew she had to keep this book.
I think
Like
so.
she's been paying for this for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
I got to win. So anyhow, insane story. It's on Rich Roll today. She's amazing. And just sometimes I was like, this isn't real. Like, you know what I mean? Like the two of us could withstand a lot of stuff, but I'm like, I don't know if I could withstand this.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So anyhow, that's it. And then let's chat tomorrow. Check these out under Irene's finds today, and I hope you get one. All right. Bye, guys.